Hi everyone, how are you doing? It's Joshua Bunker here from Gorilla Trading. Hope you're all doing well. I wanted to run through a few more examples and the way I'm trading the Bunker Bomb. So what I'm doing is I'm going to run through US dollar Japanese yen for September and show you guys what I'm looking at in the market. So the sort of price action I'm looking at and how I'm getting involved and how I'm managing it. Okay, I want to do more and more of these just to get you all looking at the market the same way I am. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to quickly run through these charts and show you for the month what I was looking at in September, what trades we want to get involved in, and how we're going to manage them. So as you can see here straight away, I can see straight away, and I hope that you can, that as price is coming down, it's pulling back up, breaking the low, pulling back up, breaking the lows, pulling back up. So it's showing us that the nature of the market here is very corrective. Okay, as you can see here, you can see it's clearly a descending channel, and what we expect is price to go up. Okay, so that's always going to be in the back of our minds. Okay, so at this point now, what I'm going to do is just play the forward and show you what I'm looking for. And what I'm looking for and what I'm thinking about now is, are we going to get an impulse up or down to break the highs and the lows? Okay, that's the first thing we need to look for. We need to see if we get a break, and if we do, what are we going to be looking for? Now you can see here, price came down a little bit quite impulsive here, okay? Just broke the low, but what's happened straight away after, guys? Straight away after, the price has retraced, proving to us that we're still in this correction, okay? So we don't want to get involved in that market, okay? Again, this is another one. You've just seen here, again, price has just broke this low, pretty impulsively, you could say. But at the end, you can see that it's lost momentum and it's retraced. Then the following candle has retraced. So for me, again, I would not be getting involved in any shorts here because it's not showing us that the market has got momentum once we broke that most recent low. This would be the most recent high because we go back, and that would be the most recent high here. Okay, now what we're doing is just waiting to see what price is going to do. And again, you can see price is still descending. Okay, so we can expect price to go up, but we're just going to let the market show us what it wants to do. Okay. As you can see, we're still in this corrective nature until we break either the high or the low impulsively. As you can see here, we've just broken this high again, but what's happened is just retraced straight away. Okay, we broke it and retraced. Okay, and now that we've broken that high again, we can move our stops up to here, not our stop, sorry, our low, and then we can just wait to see what happens. Okay, so we just wait patiently for a nice impulse up or down. Okay, you can see here, broken the high again, but we've retraced. So again, I'm not getting involved in any of this sort of market because it's not showing me any clear impulses. Right, now, this is where we want to start getting involved, okay? As you can see here, that price has impulsed, okay? It's impulsed quite a lot. So once it broke that high, that's the most recent low. And then what are we looking for, guys? We're looking for a bunker bomb. Now, what is a bunker bomb? When a bunker bomb comes down, up, breaks the low, and then shoots up, okay? And we're looking to get involved in the first retrace. Okay, now there are lots of reasons behind this, that why we do this. Okay, first thing is that if you think about most retail traders, what they are told is they are told that price will go up, it will come down, it will go up, it will make a lower high, and then it will break downwards. Okay, that's what most retail traders are told, because what they are told is that if we have a lower high and we break this low, then the trend has changed. Okay, and that's what most people are looking for. Like if you're a breakout trader, you will break. Once that low breaks, you'll be selling. Okay, and obviously we're doing the complete opposite. We're going up because we know that the trend is up still currently. Okay, so as you can see here, let's play this on and see if we get a bunker bomb. Right, so this is giving us our high, it's giving us a low, it's giving us another high and another low. Okay, so all we're waiting for is a blue candle. Okay, which you can see we got here. Now, not only is this giving us a blue candle, okay, it's not broken the low, so we're still on an uptrend, okay, but it's also giving us this lovely bullish candle that shows us that the momentum wants to go up. Now with this pair, I normally put about a 20 pip stop. And what I want to do is to manage it the way we've always managed it. And that is, if we break the high, we put the stops beneath the most recent low. Okay. Okay, so now you can see here that we have continued with our continuation pattern. We've had the impulse, we've had the bunker bomb, and now we've had the break of that high. Okay, so our stops would currently be below the most recent low, which is here. Okay, that's where our stops will currently be. So right now, all I'm looking to do is to protect my capital and not to scale in until I have my capital protected. Okay, so obviously this currently would be the high, and we would just keep trading this until we get a pullback, which is what we've got here. So you can see price is now pulling back. And like I keep telling you guys, a big warning sign is when you get this sort of candle where it has a long wick, generally price decides, and it normally ranges around that wick, okay? And it normally ranges for a while, okay? Because the market is losing momentum. So what they need to do is they need to gain more buyers and sellers in the market before they can continue, okay? So currently we're just waiting on the sidelines here to see if we can move our stops up once we break the high. So here you can see it's clearly just ranging, okay, which is quite common when you have this candle. Okay, I keep saying that to you guys, okay, and as you can see now, price is coming back. So as you can see, we've had this little bit here of congestion, and then what's happened is price has dropped back down. But at the moment, we still have our stops below this most recent low, because if it's a trend, then we want to stay with the trend and we don't want to get out early, okay? So all we're waiting for now is to see whether it takes our stops out or whether it's going to take out the highs. So as you can see, like I said, with that candle, it generally ranges. Okay, so at this point here, now you can see we've clearly taken out the high, okay? And if you look backwards, where's the most recent low? The most recent low is here, okay? So that's where, oops, excuse me, that's where our stops will currently be. So we'd move our stops up to here, okay? We'd move, sorry guys, so we'd move that to there. So we'd have locked in around 2% currently. But what am I looking for? What are we all looking for? Remember what I keep saying, price action is king, right? So as we've broken this high, we've retraced, okay? So I'm currently not looking to scale in at all. All I want to do is wait to see another impulse and then a bunker bomb if I want to scale in. Otherwise, all I'm going to do now is just manage my trades behind the most recent low, okay? So as you can see here again, price has pulled back down and shot back up. Okay, so this is now our new low, okay, because it's become counter trend. It's come down and broken this most recent high. So what I'll do then is I'll be moving my lows up to here, and obviously we'll move our stops up to here. So we've now got 3.29% locked in, okay, and as you can see, we've come up here quite impulsively, okay, it broke it quite impulsively, okay, so we'll look to see if we can scale in at this point. Okay, so this is another bunker bomb right here. So you can see price has come down, it's come up, broke the low. Now if we get a nice retrace candle here or a blue candle, I'll be getting involved. And there where it is. So as you can see here, I'll be getting involved in that. I'm going to scale in, okay, it'll be 20 pips, and I'll be looking to continue upwards. And again, I'll be managing both trades based on the trend. Okay, so if we break this high, these both trades will be up here. Okay, and as you can see here, we just broke that high. So what I've done now is I'll reduce my first trade to 12 pips, so around 0.6%, and my other trade would also be moved up to 3. Sorry, the most recent low after that break, I beg your pardon, would be here because we had a counter trend move. So actually, I would be moving up to here, and we'll have the first trade. The second trade will be locked in at around 0.3%, and this one will be locked in at 4.15%. Because as we've broken that high, we've created this low here, and then it's broke above. Okay, so that will be the most recent low here, and what we'll do now is continue to see if we can continue getting impulses. Okay, so clearly what I'm looking at now, price is breaking these highs, they're retracing, breaking the highs. So currently we're becoming pretty corrective. So all I'll currently do is just not scale in at the moment and see what happens. Okay, so you can see here, price has come up again. It's made a low here, it's come up, and if it breaks this low, then we'll look to scale in again. Okay, so as you can see here, price again, we've made this low, it's broken it and retraced. So again, I will be looking to scale into this position. Okay, and again, I'll have 20 pips, and we'll be managing it the same way. So these are the most recent highs now. Okay, as we break these highs and lows, you can see that's the most recent low because it's gone down and broke up. So you can see currently we've got these two locked in. They'll both be moved up with obviously when we move the trend up. So we'll have one now at around 5.17% and one at 1.25. And what we're doing now, guys, is we're just looking at the market. Is the market becoming corrective or is it impulsive? As you can see there, now we've just broken that high slightly. So I'll be moving all the stops back up again. This one I'll be reducing down to about 0.6%. And the other two I'll be moving up into more profit. And this is the key thing, guys. When we're in a trend, you can see all we're doing is we're following the market up and just locking in more and more profit until the market decides to take us out. There we go, keep going up, and as you can see, we've clearly just impulsed up. Okay, now what we've done here is, can you see where the most recent low is? The lows come here, it's priced up. So what this has done now is allowed us to lock in more profit. So the first one is just above break even. Second one will be at 2.23, and the first one will be at over 6%. Okay, now we've got all of our trades here are locked in. Okay, now what we're looking to see is how we're breaking the highs. So we've broken this high, but it's becoming a little bit corrective. Okay, as you can see, price again has broken the high and pulled back. And like I said to you guys, if you get price action like this, we don't want to get involved, because price action is just showing us that it's becoming corrective at this moment. So obviously we've locked in all our profits, all of them are safe at the minute. Okay, but what has also happened here, guys, if you can see, price has also made this low here and broke the most recent high. Okay, so this would have been the high. Okay, this would have been the most recent low. We know that because we put our stops. And as price broke this high now, okay, it's made this little low here form. Okay, now I would have personally moved all my stops up. Okay, so this one, oh, shoot. See? So my stops would have currently been below that most recent low there. Okay, so it would have been there. This one would have been there. And this one would have been there. Okay, so as you can see, we've got 3 trades here that have just been taken out. Okay, because you can see that candle has taken us out. Okay, so the first trade will be 7.22%. Second trade will be 3.39. Okay, and then 1.3. Okay, so that would be the 3 trades that we would have taken, and we'd have been knocked out currently because, as you see, we made this low and high. Okay, so then we keep these here and we just carry on. Okay, so currently we have those trades, they're all out right now, and we look to see what happens with the market, because as we can see, the market is becoming pretty corrective at the top. Okay, now that we've broken this most recent low, which would have been here, it's broken it down. We want to see now if we can get any impulsive moves down. which you can see here, it's become impulsive. We didn't get a bunker bomb to come down, and you can see these large wicks here. Okay, now the large wicks telling me that price action wants to continue up, so I don't want to get involved in any bunker bombs to sell, because this is giving me a big warning sign. And also, like I said before, price action generally likes to just range inside here, so I wouldn't be surprised if that's what happens next. So price has come up, which we expected because we saw this big wick here. Okay, but how is it breaking now? Because as you can see, these are the lows here. Okay, this would have been the most recent high. How's that breaking? Is it broke impulsively? Would you think that was impulsive? Well, actually, look at this candle here. Look at this clear candle showing us that momentum isn't that strong going up personally. Okay, and as we had these candles here, even though they're blue, okay, this one is counter trend here. Okay, so then this would be our most recent high. Okay, it's come down counter trend and gone back up. So I personally would have that as my low. Excuse me. And then what I'll do is I'll be waiting to see if we get any impulses, because at the moment this is not looking impulsive to me. It's still looking very corrective. Okay, so as you can see, we've got another high there. It looks like it's going to break it and retrace. And as you can see, breaking it, retracing. So all we're creating is an ascending channel. Okay. And you can see now that it's broken downwards. Looks like it's broken quite impulsively, but what's going to happen next? Are we going to see a continuation of the impulse, or will we see a retrace? There you go. Price has shown us here that it's not looking very like the momentum is going to continue. We've broken the low and we've retraced. So for me, I'm not going to be getting involved in that. So as you can see, price now is just between the highs and the lows, and it's just ranging. And as you can see, we had a massive gap, probably on a Sunday if there was news or whatever. So that would be our new low. Okay, and then our most recent high would be up here. And then we'll just continue. See if we get any clear impulse, because for me at the minute, there's no impulses up or down. It's just ranging. Okay. So as you can see here, now we've had this break of the high. But what's happened straight away, guys? Again, what's price action showing us? Showing us that there's not much momentum to the upside. So again, I'll be still just waiting on the sidelines. And this is what I keep telling you all, is there's no rush of getting in these markets, okay? We don't need to always be in the markets. As you can see currently, how much I've just made on those these free trades here, well over 10%, okay? So that's 10% in the first, 2 weeks of the month. So next, what I'm gonna do is just wait patiently. You can see there's no clear impulses, okay? So let's see what happens next. Price is just ranging. Just becoming range bound. As you can see here, we don't want to get involved in any of that sort of market. There's no clear up or down impulses. Okay, so you can see here, it looked pretty impulsive, right? It's broken this high, but again, it's given us a tail and it's pulled straight back down. So for me, again, I don't want to get involved in that sort of market. Okay, I don't need to get involved in that, because even though it's showing you it's quite impulsive, it's not that impulsive, okay, because it's retraced straight away. And then you can see here, price has now broken the low, retraced, and then broken it again. Okay, and that's broken it quite impulsively, but because this is the low now, once that's broken, it's given you a high, it's broken down. What I want to see is, what's the next candle going to look like? Is the next candle going to look retrace, or is it going to continue down? Because if we get another impulsive candle, of course, I want to get involved. But if it's showing me a clear retrace, probably don't want to get involved in that. So you can see here, price is now retracing. Okay, it's retracing, and it's not looking that great. Okay, since we broke this low, because as you see, that's the last low. This was a low, okay, here. So once we broke that low, it retraced. The next low that we broke, it retraced. Okay, so it's showing us that the market is still pretty corrective. So again, I probably wouldn't get involved in that, not until I see a clear impulse. Okay, and this is what you have to do, guys, is just be patient. Okay, you don't have to get involved until we see a clear impulse up or down. As you can see, we've just broken this low and retraced. So again, it's telling me that price action is still range bound. Okay, that's the most recent high now. And we just continue to see if we can gauge any more. Okay, so you can see now, for me, this is looking pretty impulsive. Broken the lows, these are the lows, and price action has continued. Okay, so I'll be looking to see if I can get a bunker bomb here. So now what's happened is you've seen there's a gap. Okay, that's probably on a Sunday night. So we now have this new low. Okay, this would have been the high. And what I'm waiting for is to see if that high breaks before the low breaks. And what you can see here is we didn't quite get our bunker bomb. Okay, because what has happened, it's broken the low before it's broken the high. Now what's happened next is price. This is all I say to myself, is just because we've just broken that low, and from the top here, it looks very impulsive, but the low's here. Now, is this candle going to continue to impulse, or will we get a nice retracement? Because if we get a retracement, again, I don't want to get involved. There you go, got a retrace. As soon as we've broken that low, we've retraced. For me, clearly, I don't want to get involved in that market because we're still corrective. And you can even see that it's becoming descending. So again, I wouldn't be surprised if we shoot up. This is always going to be in the back of my mind. Okay, so we've got these new lows here at the most recent high, and let's just see how we're breaking these highs and lows. We're breaking them impulsively, we're breaking them correctively, and again, we're just becoming range bound. Okay, and when we get range in markets like this, we just want to stay patient. That's broken the high now. Most recent low will be here. And again, we just continue and wait. Okay, this is the thing. Now we can see that's broken the low pretty impulsively. You can see clearly the impulses have continued here. Okay, so what I'll be looking to do, that is giving me a little warning sign there. We'll look to see if we can get a bunker bomb. Right, now I would have loved to have got in a bunker bomb, but as you can see, what has happened when we broke the low? Once we broke this low here, price has come up, come back down, and broke the low again. Okay, so you can see clearly on price action, it's quite small, but it's descending, which means market's likely to go up. Okay, this is always in the back of my mind. So currently, I will not be looking for a bunker bomb to get short here. I'll be looking to see what happens once we break the most recent lows and highs. Because this low is just broken here, yeah, we look backwards, that's the most recent high. And we just continue, guys. And as you can see, price is coming up. We're waiting for a break of the high or the low. And as you can see, price has come up. It's broken the highs now, okay? Now, would you form this as an impulsive move? We've got a bit of indecision on both sides. Okay, for me, this wick here has given me a massive sign that we could possibly go down again rather than just stay going up. Okay, so it's all down to your own market, whether you want to get involved in this. But for me, it's come up and broke this highs pretty impulsively, so probably would want to get involved in this if we get a nice bunker bomb. But what's just happened at the top here? Price has come back down, and like I said, it didn't look very impulsive because of this wick. Again, it's broken it and retraced. Okay, so now that's just confirmed to me that I don't want to get involved in a bunker bomb here, not unless we break the highs or lows again impulsively. Price has come back. Again, just sort of ranged all the way down, but as you can see in nature, you can see straight away that this is descending. Okay, so we can expect price action to continue up, but I will not get involved in this until we get a clear break of the highs. Okay, so as you can see, again, this is just how we read price action, and the more and more you see it, you can see we just hit this high here, double top area, retraced. Hit this high, retraced. Again, don't get involved in that market, guys, because what's going to happen is price action is likely to fall downwards. Okay, let's see. And as we obviously broke this most recent high here, this would have been the low. Sorry guys, this for me I always do naturally, and I've got to remember obviously that I'm teaching now, so obviously I've got to try and put everything on here, because I do this when I do it naturally, that I just see things and I forget that obviously because you guys are learning I need to show you every single high and low, and I apologize if it sometimes takes me a second to do that. So as you can see, as we had this low here, we had the break of this high. This would have been the most recent low. So at this current point now, this has just broken the low, means that we're on a downtrend, but it's pulled straight back up. So again, showing us that it's corrective in nature. So again, I won't get involved in that at all. And again, broke the low, pulled back. Okay, so it's not showing us any clear impulses up or down just yet. All I'm waiting for, oh, this looks nice. So again, this is a telltale sign, something that I wanted to share with you guys, that if you look at a high, look at the candle that breaks it, okay? And if we get a retrace straight after, that is not a good sign. The good sign that you want is this, like this, 1, 2, 3 candles of impulsive move. That shows us an impulse. These candles were coming up, an impulse broke the high, but then straight away retraced. It's giving us a very big warning sign that actually we're still corrective, and actually, what sort of nature is the market? We can see it's ascending, right? It's coming up like that. Broke this high, retraced. Broke this high, retraced. So it's showing me clearly that we want to go down and that I don't want to get involved in this, okay? So I currently wouldn't have been getting involved in that. And as you can see even here, it's just broken the high slightly and retraced. Exactly what I'm talking about, okay? And you guys will see this naturally more and more and more, the more that you actually backtest this and see it, okay? For me, I see it all the time because this is what I'm looking for. And I think with you guys to develop this, it won't take long, okay? So at the moment, we're just correcting again, okay? And what we could have said, okay, is that because this price now has just taken out that high slightly there, now actually we're on a downtrend, okay? Because it's taken out this most recent low once we broke that high and it's dropped down, okay? So we're down, we're on a downtrend. This would have now broken this low here. So this low would be the new low, new high would be here, okay? As we're going backwards. And then we're just waiting for him. There's no impulses, guys. You can see that. I'm hoping you can see that. And we're becoming ascending. So we're expecting price to shoot down now. Okay. Breaking the highs again. Not very convincingly. Looking pretty corrective. Again, I'm not going to be getting involved in any of that sort of market. Because as you can see, it's just becoming very range bound. Okay. Again, we're breaking these highs, rejecting. I wouldn't be surprised if we break this high and reject. Okay, if we break that high, the lows will be here, and we'll just follow the trend. Okay, so you can see again, broken it, it's just retraced. Okay, so it's not looking impulsive. You can all agree with me, right? You can all agree that that hasn't broken impulsively. Okay, and again, it's ascending. I expect the nature of the market to drop down. Okay. And it's not about rushing, it's just about waiting for these impulses. You can see now that there's not been any clear impulses up or down. Again, it's broken the high. What's happened? Giving us these wicks and retraced. Okay, so it's a telltale sign that we don't want to get involved in this market. It's very corrective. And we're allowed to be fussy because there's so much opportunity out there. Right, now that is a clear impulse. Obviously, you realize I'm doing this all live. I'm not prepared any of this. I'm just trying to show you live how I'm trading. So that would have been the most recent low there. And you can see now, yeah, you can see all the rest of these that I'm telling you. You can see a clear impulse, right? You can see the way it's broke the low. This low here, it's smashed through it. And then the next candle has been another red candle. It hasn't been a retrace. So I will be 110% looking to get in on a bunker bomb here. But this is what we're looking for. This is the sort of signals we're looking for, okay? Clear impulse down and then a bunker bomb. So again, what's a bunker bomb look like? It looks like this. From here or even further down, we're looking for a high, break of that high, and then a continuation. Okay, so that's what we'll be looking for. As you can see here, so this would have been the high break. We would have had the two lows, two highs, and then we want to get involved. Okay, so let's see what happens. Okay, so for me, what I would have seen is I would have looked at price here, and I would have marked this out as a high. Okay, it's come down very impulsively, and then it's showing us a counter trend move. Made a low here. If that breaks the high, that confirms that's a low. Okay. All right, now we have this nice little, so it's come up, it's come down, we've broken the high, and what I'm looking for now is to see a nice retrace candle or a red candle, and I'll be getting involved. And there it is. Okay, so this is the sort of ones that we're looking for, a clear impulse. Okay, a bunker bomb here, 20 pip stops, and then we're going to see if we can continue down. And a clear thing that I wanted to share with you guys also is that because where we're getting in on a bunker bomb, okay, there's a reason why I've created the bunker bomb the way I have. Because most people, when they get in on a continuation pattern, okay, so say this is a continuation pattern, most people will get in around this area once we break that low, right, or once we break somewhere here. But the reason that I like to get in at this point, now people think it's aggressive, but it's not actually aggressive, because there's a lot more thought behind it than you could imagine. Because the thing is, right, now most times you will see that price could make double bottoms, and then once it hits a double bottom, it could just bounce back up, right? Now, when we're in the position here and we get to this double bottom area, we've already reduced our risk massively. Now we've reduced it to over half. So if I just get into this one here and we look at how far we would have reduced this, it would have been a 20 pip stop reduced to, well, what, about 7 pips? So what's that? About a 0.3, 0.4%, okay, of your risk is gone as soon as you get to this area, which we know is going to be an area that it's bounced off before. Okay, so this helps us. And it helps us to get into the market at a very low risk area, because once we break this low, our stops are reduced massively. And then we get in, because this is a trend now. The trend has changed, and we're looking to continue with a trend. For example, the trend comes down, gives us a pullback, okay, and continues. Gives us a pullback and continues. And that's the way a trend works, okay? Trend works like that. It comes down, up, down, up, down. And what we want to do is just manage our stops above the highs. Okay, so that's what we'll do in this position here. So let's see what happens. Okay, see if we can break the lows. And there we have, we broke the lows. Okay, so already, sorry, I need to keep remembering to move these. I don't actually like move these a lot when I'm trading, because obviously I just look at things naturally. So please bear with me if you think that I'm not moving when I should be moving them. Just understand that I'm trying to do this to try and teach you guys, and I'm just showing you how I'm trading. So as you can see right now, we've minimized our risk to well under half of our risk we had. And then what we're looking for now is price has broke these lows, but it's broke them how? It's broken correctively. So I will not look to scale in, even if I had my stops at break even. And as you can see, the trend now is moving quite nicely down. Okay, but again, we still have full risk until we break this most recent low here. Okay, now if obviously I wasn't in this trade and you missed it, you could look at this for a bunker bomb. So you could say this is a high, this is a low. If we break the low, we can continue to get in. Okay, and as you can see, we didn't get that. Now this is another one that I wanted to share with you guys, because here now you would have moved your stops there. Okay, this would have been the high previously, this would have been the low. Okay, now once we broke that high there, this high would then come down to here. Okay, because that's the most recent high. And as you can see, what's happened now, guys, price has become corrective, breaking the lows and pulled back. Like I show you guys, if it comes down, breaks the lows, pull back, break the lows, pull back, break the lows, pull back. I don't want to get involved in that. Why? Because once it does this, it shows us that momentum is slowing down to the downside, and at any point we can just shoot up. Okay, so all I'll be doing currently is just managing my trades, but not scaling in at any point until I see another impulse down. And as you can see here, guys, just like we thought, because we had a descending nature at the bottom, we broke the lows and we pulled back correctively. You can see here that all we've done now is we've just shot back up. So I wouldn't be surprised whether we continue upwards. Okay, so as you can see, I've done the whole of September for you guys. I hope you've learned lots of lessons, and I just wanted to share a bit more of the back testing side of it. Obviously, I document everything I do, but if I did that, the video will be 2-3 hours long, and I don't want to bore you all. I just wanted to show you how I'm looking at the market, how we look at corrective. And you can see, guys, look, I basically stayed out of most of this market. Yeah, I've managed to make 7, 10, 11, 12% there. And then I've just managed to make 3% there. So around 15% in a month, just on one pair. And it just goes to show that if you are patient, and this is the key factor that I keep telling everybody, you really have to understand that trading is about patience, okay? Now, if the market is corrected for the whole week, just don't trade. We don't need to, okay? So I hope you all took something away from this. That's Joshua Bunker. Thank you very much.